Yes, we are going to be starting Fullstack web development, React.js, Python, Django. And here we are working on a lot of concepts. We are going to be working on a lot of concepts. The one is the HTML4 and 5. And the one is a CSS 2 and 3. The one is the JavaScript. And the one is the jQuery. The one is the Bootstrap. The one is the React.js. All this is in the part of the front end. And coming to the back end, we are going to be learning Python programming. And after that, we are going to be discussing about the Python Django. And end of the day, we are going to be doing the project on this. And we work with ML, DL algorithms. Then we work with the React Native framework. React Native framework for mobile application development. So end of the day, we are going to be learning all these things. But before going to start with HTML, we just want to install some editor. There are multiple kind of editors which are available, open source, and one is the browser. Some browser required, some editor required. So there are multiple editors available in the market. So the best one is the Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. And the one is Notepad. People can do practice with Notepad also. Notepad++. And Sublime Text. Sublime Text. And Autumn. And Visual Studio. Eclipse. Any editor you can go for, but better we follow the Visual Studio Code. Why? Because Visual Studio Code is the best editor to do practice with the front-end technologies and back-end technologies. And back-end. At the same time, this is good for mobile applications. So that is the reason I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code editor. And browsers, there are multiple browsers like Chrome browser we have, Firefox browser we have, and IE Internet Explorer, and Safari, Opera, like this. Any browser. So there is no restriction for the particular browser. Any browser we can use. Editor related, Visual Studio Code is the best editor we can go for. And coming to the thing, how to install Visual Studio Code. So anywhere in your laptops, automatically one browser is available. For example, people are using Windows machine, they will be having something like a Internet Explorer. People are using a Mac machine, by default Safari browser is available. And if you want to download Chrome, just Google it. How to download Chrome, automatically Chrome will be downloading. Google for Firefox, automatically Firefox will be downloading for you. And come to the Visual Studio Code download. How to download Visual Studio Code? Important thing. How to download Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. This is not a rocket science. Very simple, straightforward. What you want to do is you go with Google. Just ask Google Visual Studio. So ask browser Visual Studio Code download. Go to browser and search for Visual Studio Code download. Visual space Studio space code space download. That's it. Then the first link you can see download Visual Studio Code Mac, Linux, Windows. Mac, Linux, Windows. If you people are using Mac machine, you can go for the Mac edition. If you people are using a Windows machine, go for the Windows edition. Suppose I am using Mac, I can download the Mac. And after downloading this, so this is the link. I'm going to be giving the link for you here. This is the link. And after that, download VS Code. Download VS Code. Then click on open. Click on next. Click on next. It will automatically install in our system. It will automatically install in our system. The next thing is we need to add plugin. We need to add plugin for VS Code. VS Code nothing but Visual Studio Code. We need to add plugin for VS Code called Open in Default Browser. Open in Default Browser. We need to add a plugin for VS Code called Open in Default Browser. I will show how to add this Open in Default Browser plugin. Just open Visual Studio Code after installing it and go to the left side fifth button. Left side fifth button is this is the left side fifth button. Left side fifth button is something like a plugins window or extensions. So this extension is very important to open the browsers. So go to the extensions window, search for Open in Default Browser. Open in Default Browser. So there is a Open in Default Browser blue color window, blue arrow mark window, and click on install button. So it is actually showing me uninstall. Why? Because I already installed. That is the reason it is showing uninstall button. Okay, first you need to go with the install. Click on install, then automatically you can able to see the install button. Then with install button, you can install the plugin. After adding the plugin, once restart the editor. After added plugin, after installed plugin, once restart editor, not system, restart editor. That's all enough. That is a way of downloading the Visual Studio Code. And browser, anyway, you will be having some browsers. Suppose if you want to install something like a Chrome browser, so download Chrome, you can just search for download Chrome. Go like this. So download Google Chrome web browser, download Firefox web browser. Better you can go with the Chrome or Firefox. Chrome is the best one. Google Chrome is the best one to do practice with the web applications. Okay, so after installing your browser and editor, then start with HTML. Start with the concepts. One by one. HTML first we can go. Then we will go for CSS. Then we will go for JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, React.js, Python. Then Python, Django, one by one. All these things. Okay, so HTML. What is HTML? Basically, HTML is hypertext markup language. HTML is hypertext markup language. HTML is hypertext markup language. HTML used for design web page or construct web page. HTML files are saved with .html format. HTML is simple. HTML is not programming. HTML can render in browser. Okay, so very simple points I'm going to be writing. HTML is hypertext markup language. HTML is designed for web pages or constructor web pages. HTML files are saved with .html format. HTML is simple. HTML is not programming. HTML can render in browser. HTML is collection of tags. HTML is collection of tags. So tags are nothing but bricks. Collection of tags, and tags are nothing but bricks. Okay, for example, one simple note point I'm writing. House constructing by bricks. In the same way, HTML web page constructing by tags. That's it. House basically constructing by bricks. In the same way, HTML web page constructing by tags. There are multiple kind of tags which are available. Tags are multiple types. Tags are two types basically. The first kind of tag is paired tag. Second kind of tag is unpaired tags. Paired tags, unpaired tags. HTML dividing into two type of tags. One is a paired tags, one is unpaired tags. Let me go with the paired tags. How paired tag will be? What is the syntax for the paired tag? Just a simple paired tag is having open tag and closing tag. Open tag and closing tag. Somewhere we will be seeing a open tag. Somewhere we will be seeing a close tag. That's it. And the second concept is unpaired tags. How unpaired tags will be? Unpaired tags basically unique tag. This is pair, this is unique. Unique nothing but here we have three kind of tags. One is only open tag, or okay, something like only open, just open tag, and only close tag, self close tag. So these are the three kind of unpaired tags: only open, only close, only self close. Paired tag, open tag and close tag. Tag open should be like this, tag close should be like this, which is going to be having some slash. Only open means only open, we don't have any slash concept. Only close, we have the slash concept, but slash actually starting of the tag. And self close tag, slash is there ending of the tag. So tag is nothing but something like open bracket and closing bracket. Tag is nothing but open bracket and closing bracket. Inside the tag name you can specify. So let me write one simple program how to create first HTML, then we will see what are the different kind of tags and all. Just I'm saving the notes, everything. So desktop, let me create a folder. We already have folder. Let me go with the folder. Okay, so this folder is something like 8 by 12. Okay, so for this folder, I'm going to be saving this notes. Then after I'm creating the first HTML file now. So how to create first HTML? Create a new file in Sublime Text. Create a new file in Sublime Text. How to create new file? File, new file. File, new file. First of all, save the file. File, save as. And same folder, in our today's folder. I'm going to be giving the name of the file first page.html. Then I try to write some content. I'm writing HTML, CSS, JS, jQuery, React.js, Python, something like this. And after writing this, I just want to render this into the browser. How to render this into the browser? Right click on the editor, open in default browser. Right click on editor, open in default browser. That's it. Right click on editor, open in default browser. This option is enabled. This open in default browser option is enabled after added your plugin. So once we add the plugin, that plugin is basically required for this option. So after installing Visual Studio Code, we added one plugin, right? That plugin is basically using for this one, open in default browser option. So I got open in default browser option. I click on open in default browser. I get a lot of things here: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, React, Python, all those things. But the problem is here we are writing multiple lines, but here it is going to be showing in the single line. But it is not like that. I just want to go like multiple lines of this particular browser also. How to go with the multiple browsers here? I can go with the instruction. That instruction should be something like a break tag. Break. Everything is break. Every time I'm giving break. Break is nothing but break row. So once I give the BR, now this editor is actually instructing to the browser, hey browser, please break the line. Hey browser, please break the line. This editor is going to be instructing to the browser, hey browser, please break the line. So once this instruction passes to the browser is automatically listening editor's instruction and automatically it is making the breaks. So now breaks are going to be happening. Breaks are going to be working. So this is the first example we are going to be working with HTML. So one more time, I will write one more paired tag, something like h1 hello full stack web development. Hello full stack web development. I'm writing something like this, and I got the output header. Hello full stack web development, something like this. Yes. So this is the way of writing HTML files. First of all, we need to create a new file. Then we need to save the file. Then third, we need to write content. Then right click on the editor, open in default browser. Okay, let me write some notes for that. How to create first application. How to create a first application. How to create first application in HTML. How to create first application in HTML. Just write something. So first point, open editor. Open editor. Open editor. What is the editor? VS Code. Open editor VS Code. Create a new file. Create a new file. Then save as file name .html. Whatever the name of the file you want. And second point, write HTML code. Write HTML code. Third point, save file. Write HTML code means what the HTML code you can write. Something like this you can write. Something like this you can write. This is HTML code. Write the code like this. Okay, then save the file. Third point is save the file. And fourth point is right click on editor. Right click on editor. Then select option. Select option. Open in default browser. Open in default browser. Select option, open in default browser. That's it enough. Okay, so this is the way of writing HTML. And one important note point here. Whenever we are actually editing, whenever we are editing HTML content or HTML file, whenever we are editing HTML content, save needed. Save needed. And in browser, refresh needed. Refresh needed. So this is very important. Whenever we are editing HTML content, save needed. In browser, refresh needed. It means what? Suppose I'm adding one more tag here. I'm adding one more tag here. H2 I'm adding. H2 full stack. Then first of all, whenever I'm writing some more content here, 14th line I'm writing. First of all, we need to save the file. So how to save? Just to save. Command S or Control S. So once you save this, already browser is running. I need to refresh the browser. Otherwise, I can't able to see that H2. Refresh the browser, then only you can see the H2. Generally, we can see the H2. This is the best way of working with the previous procedure. Uh, the next concept, very simple concept. We will see one program with all the types of tags. So next we will see one program, types of tags. Types of tags. Types of tags.html. So we will be having a lot of types of tags. For that, I will write one simple program. So as usual, we are having a lot of tags here. So the first two type of tags already we written. So the one is this is the first tag is a BR tag. BR is for this is the type of tag. This is the type of tag. What is the type of tag? Unpaired tag. And one more thing is closed tag. So we already written BR. BR is unpaired tag and closed tag. And here we are writing two tags, H1 and H2. H1 and H2 paired tags. Paired tags. Next, we are writing one more tag, HR tag. So what is the meaning of HR? How HR is going to be executing in the browser? HR is going to be showing one horizontal row. HR is going to be showing one horizontal row. So for each and every instruction, something is going to be executing in the browser. For BR, breaking the line. H1 heading, H2 heading. H1 is the bigger, H2 is the smaller. Then HR is going to be giving the some horizontal row. Then we will write one more self-closed tag, something like Img. And what is this kind of tag? HR is unpaired tag and only open tag. Only open tag. Unpaired tag, open tag. So that is HR. Next, Img src. Img src. I need to take some source of the image. This is what type of tag? Unpaired tag and self-closed tag. Unpaired tag and self-closed tag. Unpaired tag, self-closed tag. So Img src. In this src, I just want to go with the. In this src, I want to go with the some image. Let me go with some image. Download images. Go with the images in the browser and check for image. Let me take some image here. Any image you will take. Okay, let me take this image. Right click on this. Copy image address. Copy image address. That is my src. That address I paste in the src folder. And finally, just save it. Control S or save. And execute the types of tags. We will be seeing one image here. We will be seeing one image here. We got one image. So we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, React, Python. This is working with the break tag, and this is working with the H1 tag. This is working with the H2 tag, and this is one HR horizontal row. And one more type of tag we are writing, self-closed tag. Self-closed tag is Img tag. Img tag is giving output some image I taken from Google. I'm taking some URL, copy that URL address I'm going to be giving here. Then image I got. If you want to take a number of images, you can take number of images also. Img, width of Img, width is 150 pixel, height is 100. Okay, let me take a copy of this and here and this one. And finally, I can see a lot of images I will place. Can you see this? A lot of images I will place. The same way we are going to be writing the different kind of tags and types. Tags and types. But so we are writing two HTML still now so far. One is a first page HTML, one is the types of tags HTML. But this is not a right way of writing HTML. This is not a formal way of writing HTML. The formal way of writing HTML is very, very simple. Let me write a formal page. Formal page. How to create a formal page or formal HTML file by the W3C recommendation. The formal page of HTML should be HTML tag open, HTML tag close. Inside the HTML tag, header section and the body section. Header section and body section. And coming to the body, inside the body, all your page related tags will be available. page related tags will be available. And coming to the header section, head is only for declaration part. And inside this declaration, I want to write something like a title tag. Title open, title close. This is my formal page. Title of the page I can write here. And inside the body, all page related tags will be available. For example, I will write something like H1. So hello Fullstack. I am ready. I am ready to learn. Okay, this is the formal way of writing HTML. HTML, if you want to create HTML, if you want to write, basically HTML web page is dividing into the two sections. One section is the basically HTML started with the starting tag and closing with the closing tag. And HTML dividing into the two sections. One section is the header section, one section is the body section. Header section containing only the declarations, but body section containing all your page related data. So if you want to create a bunch of text, you can go with the page related data. For example, I'm going to be having H1 over there, and I'll be having a lot of H1s here. 3-4 H1s I'm pasting. And finally, I'll run this application open in default browser. So 4 H1s I can able to see. 4 H1s I can able to see. This is the very good way of writing the things. So, but you have to go with the structure properly. HTML open, HTML close. Inside that head open, head close. Inside that body open, body close. And inside the header, again one more child that is called a title. So where we can see the title. Title we can see on top of the browser. Browser, you can see formal page title here. This is the title. On top of the browser tab, you can able to find out the title. I can able to see the title over there. This is the title. This is the title. So try to understand what is the head section, what is the body section, and what is the title section. And these are the multiple kind of tags we are going to be copy and pasting. And finally, we got output something like a four elements I can able to see. 4 H1s I can able to see. So this is a formal way of writing HTML. Let me write notes. Can I go with the notes? Formal way of writing HTML. Formal HTML with rules and regulations. So formal HTML containing HTML starts with HTML tag. HTML have two sections. One is two sections. One is the header section. One is the body section. Next, head is tag for create header. Next, body is tag for create body section. And head contains title tag. Okay, so HTML starts with HTML tag. So HTML open, HTML close. That should be like this. And HTML have two kind of tags. HTML have two kind of tags. HTML have head and body, just like this. Head and body. Body open, body close. Body open, body close. Next, finally, head tag for create a header section, body tag for body section, and head contains title tag, right? So let me write a title tag for the head. So go to the head section, write a title tag. Title open, title close. Set. This is a way of writing HTML head section, body section. Inside the head, we will be having title. One sec. This is the head contains the title tag. So we will be having title tag. And finally, we have the program. We already created one program. That program we can just make it paste. This is the program we created right now. So example program. The example will be like this. This is the way of writing the HTML. Let me go with some more tags. The first concept is headings. How to work with the heading tags. Headings. There are multiple kind of headings. H1 to H6. H1 to H6. 6 kind of headings which are available. 6 kind of headings which are available. So H1, H1, and until H6. H6. H1 is bigger, H6 is smaller. H1 is bigger, H6 is smaller. And headings are default, by default, bold text. That's it. Okay, so let me write a simple headings program. Save it as headings .html, and let me write multiple headings now. H1, this is full stack something. I'm copying the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, and here also H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. And finally, open in default browser, we will be having all headings. H1 is bigger, H6 is smaller. That's what we are discussing here. And there is one more tag called a center tag. And let me take the program, completely headings program. This is headings program, example program, this one. Next, center tag. Center tag makes content center. Center open, center close. But basically this is deprecated tag. So anyway, it will work. Let me go with the center tag .html. So center tag open, center tag close. Center tag open, center tag close. Inside the center tag, I will put all the headings. Inside the center tag, I put all the headings. Open in default browser, I'll be having all the headings, but inside the center of the page. Center of the page, I can able to see all my headings. That is what basically center tag is. Can we see this? In center of the page, I can able to see the all headings. And what I will do, let me do after H6, I will make it reverse. I'll make it reverse. Okay, so H6 again, and again I will write H5. Again I'll write H4. Again I'll write H3. Again I will go for H2. Again I will go for H1. So now we see the output. The output is completely different. This is headings. This one is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, and again H2. So this is H6, right? This is H5, H4, H3, H2, H1. Just making reverse. That's it. So this is what actually the center tag. Center tag is basically making content center. Making content center. It's a very simple program. It's not a big deal. Just copy the program and write down for example program. For example program, you can write down this program. This is the center program. Next, one more tag is a p tag. P tag for paragraph. paragraph. P tag for paragraph. How to create paragraph? P open, P close. P open, P close. Paragraph tag. Okay, how to create paragraph? Let's see how to create paragraph. P tag. P tag.html. So this is simple thing. P open, P close. Inside P, take a dummy content, something like a lorem, LOREM, lorem. Lorem is going to be giving some content, some text, which is not going to be having any copyrights and all. I'm taking the lorem content, just copy the multiple paragraphs, take multiple paragraphs, taking multiple paragraphs here in the page. And finally, right click on this, open in default browser. I see a lot of paragraphs over there. I see a lot of paragraphs over there. This is basically paragraph content. Okay, so I don't want to take a smaller content. I want to take a bigger content, means you just go to the website called Lorem Ipsum. There is a website called Lorem Ipsum. Just go to the Lorem Ipsum website and take the bunch of text. Take bunch of text, put inside the P. Now this is the bigger paragraph. Let me right click on this, open in default browser. I can see two paragraphs over there. I can see two paragraphs over there. For two paragraphs, I will take headings, H1 fast heading. Fast heading. One more H1 I'm taking. Second heading. Two headings I taken. So first heading and second heading. Heading and paragraph, heading and paragraph. Every time I'm taking heading and paragraph. If you want, you can take center tag here. Center open. Center open, center close. Why? Because of inside the center H1 is available. Inside center H1 is available. And again inside the center H2 will be available. Inside center H2 is going to be available. H1 is going to be available. Okay, now you will see first heading center, second heading center, and it will be having one paragraph, and here also we will be having one paragraph. That's all about the P tag. And yeah, P tag. Let me write the notes for the P tag. Example for the P tag. Example program for the P tag. Example program for the P tag. So copy this, paste here.